I shined during Black History Month because I shitted on y'all. I took a negative and turned it into a positive. Real shit. Y'all ain't got too many black people that stand on y'all. Martin Luther King stood on y'all. Thurgood Marshall stood on y'all. Huey P. Newton stood on y'all. The Panthers stood on y'all. And y'all always lock up anybody that stand on y'all with black faces. Y'all let white America do whatever they want. I knew I couldn't have Martin Luther King's job, so I put comedy in my shit. That's why I used the toilet. Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. But if I get locked up, we got to share that toilet. And y'all locking us up using the 13th Amendment. So I made a movie about y'all. Ain't no law against making a movie. Shorty's bootleg barbecue. See that? To be the best, you got to beat the best, and y'all ain't beat me yet. When I started this, I told y'all I wanted Governor O'Malley, I wanted Chief Johnson, I wanted Shellenberger. I told y'all that when I started this. I went after the chief of police, I went after Governor O'Malley. Because to be the best, you got to beat the best, and I beat them. I beat them where they at. I beat them in their courtroom. I beat them with their lies. Bam. Inmates' wages fueling the debate. I went to jail in Illinois, and I went to jail in Maryland to prove the point about the prison industry. Y'all make a lot of money off of black bodies. I'm an activist. You feel me? I'm an activist, and I'm active in my community. You feel me? And I'm going to show you the role that the media plays in misinformation because, like I said, I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. So when I started this in my store on Falls Road. You came in my store on Falls Road, you walked in the door, and I told you I was making a movie, and I was using MySpace, social media for social change. I didn't have a definite date of when it would get finished, but I know it was going to get done. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, social media for social change. And I use social media to do what I do. Now, I put that toilet in front of the Towson Courthouse in 2011. And I did it to expose the corruption in the courts and Scott Shellenberger's office. All right? See the date? 2009. See, Facebook keeps everything logged, analog. See, it's analog. I'm doing a live feed. From now on, it's going to be like live feeds. This is about Donald Trump. You want to talk about make America great again? Well, let's talk about mass incarceration in the prison industry. You're using immigration as a distraction to do other things that's going on. Using immigration as a distraction. ICE. You're locking up Hispanics and you're locking up blacks and you're filling your prison industry. You're filling up the southern border with Hispanics. I deal with prison industry, and that's part of the prison industry. You're making money off of them. You don't want them in the country, but you want their labor. You want to make us fearful of the Hispanic people and using the war on drugs and the violence on it. But when you had prohibition, you was killing white people. You didn't use that scenario. You know what I'm saying? Then you use the same scenario on black people in Baltimore with the violence, the gun violence. The gun violence comes from the drug violence. The drug violence comes from Governor O'Malley, and it comes from Governor O'Malley when they did stop and frisk and zero tolerance. End the war on drugs and you're in the violence. Look behind me. Black Lives Matter. I'm going to educate you. My son was killed in Chicago in 2006. I started this documentary before my son got killed. But at my son's funeral, I told you the name Shorty gonna mean something. And I used Facebook to do it. Got a movie called Let Us Design, and Rob Fix is the producer of that movie. But this is what I'm gonna show you. Show you about being black in America, because a black man ain't got no rights.
I did a lot of things. I sold guns, drugs. I was a hustler. I had prostitutes. My criminal record is open to the court. Open to the public. I did things when I didn't want to do it no more. I was done with it. I've been fighting with this county. My son was killed, and they won't tell me nothing about it. My son was killed, man. The child, the product is in the body. I'm a product of my environment. I ain't gonna leave this place. I'm coming back. I'm gonna do things that's gonna change this place. If you say Shorty around here, it's gonna mean something. That's right. If you say Shorty around here, people gonna recognize Shorty back for the right reasons. All right.
I gotta bootleg my own shit because me and my editor fell out. Me and my Rob Fix fell out. All right. Now, Let Us Design was a movie about my life. It was about guns, gangs, and violence. It was about ending the war on drugs. It was addressing those issues. When I got locked up on February the 2nd, 2011, y'all took my property. You took my property. The body attachment. Nobody returned my property back. That property was about this. It was about plea bargains and the money y'all make off of black bodies in Baltimore. It was about the art of getting money. So Clippinger and Smith asked for evidence. This is the evidence. See this case right here? See this case right here? That's evidence. Show you how you made money off of me. You can go straight to Judge Souter's office and get this information from Judge Souter, Judge Cox. You can get it from my lawyer. What was my lawyer's name? You get it from my lawyer from the public defender's office in Baltimore County. You can get it from Johnny Oleski. And TJ Smith is a witness. Chief Hyatt is a witness. Commissioner Davis is a witness. Kim Trueheart is a witness. That paperwork file. I fired my lawyer and defended myself. Political activists. You let Shellenberger destroy evidence before the grand jury got a chance to see it. Then you destroyed my evidence before I got out of jail. The state's attorney did that. You did it to shield the corruption and the money y'all make off of black bodies in Baltimore. Like I said. These are the elected officials that knew about this. And y'all got emails that y'all don't answer and respond to. Y'all got plenty of emails that y'all don't respond to. That's Baltimore City Council President. See, because this is entrapment. It's electronic entrapment. You got an automatic answer on the email, so you can't say that you ain't got it. So if we go back to ddshortman at AOL.com, we get all those emails from AOL.com. It's going to show you Tony Bridges. It's going to show you Branch. It's going to show you Pastor Stevens. It's going to show you Kai Jackson. It's going to show you Jane Miller. Because I know how to do you. This game ain't new to me. See that? That's the new face of old Jim Crow. That's the Michelle Alexander book. But I told you all about the new face of old Jim Crow long before Michelle Alexander. Go ask him how long he been knowing. Go ask him how long he been knowing. Ask him how long he been knowing. See, Martin Luther King taught me about the campaign of public shame. And I'm going to publicly shame you because you're trying to bring back that J. Edgar Hoover wiretapping surveillance. All y'all want to do is lock up Black Baltimore, make money, and claim y'all making this community safe. No, you're not. You're lining your pockets with out-of-state money to make money off of Baltimore City's residents. The same way that Gov.O'Malley did it in 2006 through 2018. The same thing that Governor Hogan is doing now. It's the art of getting money. So I'm just giving you a movie clip. Eddie Griffith. I'm supposed to be in Vegas. That's where I'm supposed to be at. I'm not even supposed to be here. I had an interstate compact, and it was for Illinois, Maryland, and Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where I was supposed to be. I gave you a Dred Scott decision. Gave you the Dred Scott decision. From Lake County, Illinois. And the United States Constitution. You feel me? Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, Dred Scott said, no, we don't. Like I said, you can go to Senator Antonio Hayes and get this from Senator Antonio Hayes. But when I started this, see the date? 1402 Lochner. That's Roland Martin right there. Property, inmate property. Gov.O'Malley. Like I said, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I'm going to beat you. I'm going to cook you up. I told you what I was going to do to you. Ghosts from your past is going to open up the doors to my future. We got open mic night at Starbucks. Open mic night at Starbucks this Saturday from 5 p.m. until. And I'm going to give you Black History. I'm going to give you Dred Scott 2020. I'm going to give you Martin Luther King for Black History Month. You feel me? I'm going to give you Johnny Oleski. And I'm going to give you the illegal war on drugs. I'm going to tell you about latitude and longitude. That'll change your attitude about the things that's going on. Because like I said, I was kidnapped by the state of Illinois and Maryland because I was making a documentary about the war on drugs. There goes the evidence right here. Maryland and Illinois, these are the cases. All right. And here's when the state's attorney got it. February the 2nd, 2011. Ghosts from your past. Yeah. Skeletons in your closet. Illinois and Maryland. Federal violations. I was making a movie. Ain't no law against making a movie. My paperwork in order. Like I said, check your emails. I'm going to show you something. These are all the people that seen what we talking about. These are all the people. Your elected officials. Council president. See that? ACLU. See, because when I did this in 2011, it was like a social scientific experiment. It was like a secret. It was like just me against them. But when I did it like that, y'all locked me the fuck up and you kidnapped me. Y'all not going to do that no more. I'm deep in the streets. And I keep everything on social media. If I come up missing, they're going to come looking for me. Y'all ever seen the movie? I'm going to give you some movie scenarios that y'all should look to and refer to what I'm doing. If you look up Trouble Man by Marvin Gaye did the soundtrack for Trouble Man. Taxes, death, and trouble. Don't get in my way. All right? I want a federal and state audit, just like Trouble Man. I'm getting ready to work with the University of Maryland Law Department. I'm getting ready to work with the University of Maryland Law Department for activism. I'm going to be doing community service programs. Yeah. Art and activism. I'm going to be teaching classes on art and activism. I'm going to teach classes about being black in America. I'm going to teach classes about Frederick Douglass. I'm going to teach classes about Martin Luther King. Social justice for social change. I'm going to show you how to do that thing. I'm going to show you about being black in America and being locked up. See that? Department of Justice. I'm going to show you about your prison industry. I'm going to show you about your prison industry. I'm an inmate, N62528. I went to jail a long, long time ago. I got an 86 number. Then we're going to show you your Maryland Black Caucus. All right. See the date? DD Shortman at AOL.com. It's called entrapment. I had to prove my point, so I went to jail in Illinois and I went to jail in Maryland. 186 days in Illinois and 86 days in Maryland. I gave you letters from a Birmingham jail. And we're going to show you the public officials and the people who get paid to lock up Black Baltimore. See that? I am Dred Scott. This is the book. I filed for my freedom. I sued for my freedom and they denied me suit in the courts. They squashed the subpoena. I was showing that the government makes a lot of money off of black bodies in Baltimore. And I named the people that get paid off of it. Yeah. I'm good at what I do. I was administrative assistant to the engineering officer on the USS Mississippi. I ran Contra. We transported drugs across the globe. See the names? See the names? Mayor Pugh, Senator Pugh, that's my number one witness. Senator Pugh's my number one witness. That's real shit. But this is my main witness right here. That's my main witness right there. Harry Spikes. Harry Spikes is my main witness because he was in the office when we did all of this. I got more witnesses because, like I said, we coming after your money in 2020. I want access to the grand jury, and if I don't get access to the grand jury, then we're going to file class action lawsuits. We're going to file class action lawsuits about black people's rights in America. And like I said, everybody involved. I'm going to show you how the public defender works with the state's attorneys to incarcerate Black Baltimore. I'm going to show you how you use fear and intimidations. Yeah, I got skin in the game. I'm going to show you how Marilyn Mosby uses her office in SunTrust Bank to deny us access to the courts. Public Accommodations Act. I'm going to show you about opioid and opioid abuses. I'm going to show you about the war on drugs and how you use inmates to test your opioids. All right. I signed that. We're talking about parole and probation. We're talking about parole and probation and your racism in your courts. We're talking about crime and justice. We're talking about community in crisis, Kai. So when I walk in the room and I check y'all, don't get mad. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Because like I said, I was making a movie about the prison industry. All right. Privacy Act. 1402 Lochner. Clippinger said that they wanted evidence, so I'm giving you evidence. I'm not only giving you evidence, I'm showing you that Governor O'Malley participated in this. Governor O'Malley had the evidence. He had the evidence. Governor O'Malley kidnapped me and he participated in the fraud. I filed suit and I was denied access to my money, my property. I was making a movie about your prison industry. I am Dred Scott. And these other supporters are shorties. Because I had white people fight my fight. If you go to YouTube, the first 5 videos you'll see white people were fighting my fight. You feel me? White people were asking my public officials to give me my freedom. All right. That's one page. 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. I got a lot more. And it was all about this. I got 4,500 signatures. And that's a legal notice. Just like Dred Scott, I was a free man in one state and a slave in another. That's certified mail. That's the case number, 07CF. Yeah. Denied due process. Yeah. I am Dred Scott. Like I said, it was legal. It's a movie about you. See who got it? Attorney General. See that? That's 2009, long before I got locked up, Delegate Clippinger, Senator Sitnor, Senator Mary Washington. The movie was about our delegates and our delegation and the money y'all make off of black bodies, locking us up. 1402 Lochner. Dear Judge Boris. See, Judge Boris was a state's attorney back in the day. Judge Boris was a state's attorney in Illinois. And back in the day, Judge Boris stole $15,000 from me in 1986. Yeah. See that? See that? So my lawyer destroyed that evidence in 2010. He destroyed that evidence in 2010. And before Judge Previs died, he had it. 1402 Lochner, Judge Previs. All right. See it? If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor O'Malley. So can Governor Hogan. Right there, 2009, victim of Jim Crow justice, being black in Lake County, being black in America, period. Because I subpoena all of y'all. I know about the law. I know about the court. I got a Jailhouse Diary right here. Oh. If you go to Furnish and get this toilet right there, that's the toilet I put in front of the school board. All right, that toilet I put in front of the school board. It had Tim Williams on it. It had Kai Jackson on it. It had senators. It had congressmen. It was about the money that y'all make off of locking up black bodies, and it was the money that y'all spend on the schools and the money you stealing from the schools. During the 2010 elections, I did this. Art and activism. See the date? 4/18. NAACP, Ehrlich, Shellenberger. Yeah. I took your campaign signs and I made artistic pieces of art out of it. And you got mad and you locked me up for it. See that? That's notarized right here. That's notarized. The toilet was political art. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church. So in 2020, I want access to the grand jury, or we going to the Supreme Court with the toilet. One cup at a time. Starbucks and Shorties. Yeah. Social justice for social change. Public accommodations. Public accommodations, using your bathrooms. Public accommodations. United States Constitution. Public accommodations. The 13th Amendment. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Freedom of speech. Art and activism. All right. So go to Fern Shin from the Baltimore Brew and get the pictures of this toilet. Look at the pictures, look at the people's names on it, and it coincides with me blowing the whistle on your prison industry. We talking about the money that Scott Shellenberger been making off of locking up black bodies since 2004. We're talking about Governor O'Malley. We're talking about Chief Johnson. And we're talking about how you do Baltimore County. Because, see, Baltimore County ain't under the dissent decree. Baltimore City is. I had a business in Baltimore County. You stole from me. You slandered me. Defamation of character and libelous statements. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. And I'm active in my community. These are your elected officials. These are the people that are going to be held accountable. Do your job or lose your job, because 2020, I don't need 1 million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. My intentions is to sell this to Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV, whoever want to buy it, Facebook TV. We want to show activism in Baltimore 2020. We want to show the people are active in the community in 2020. We want to show the good in the hood in 2020. Commode emotion in 2020. Commode emotion in political statement. Freedom of speech. I am Dred Scott. And we're talking about your prison industry. And we're talking about using toilets to get our message out. Y'all made me famous for this. I'm going to run with this. I'm going to run with this. But this is the one you're going to remember. You didn't lock me up for this one.